Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the Olay Anti-Aging Moisturizer. I use this every single day, sometimes even at night. If I just want to throw on a quick moisturizer, it sits really nicely under makeup and it doesn't kind of peel off when you put makeup on. And then the next thing I'm going to be using is the Carmex lip balm. This can be found at any drugstore, and I really wanted to do this tutorial because a lot of you have requested a drugstore makeup tutorial. The next thing I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock Primer. I just got this primer and it's supposed to be glowy. I didn't notice a huge glow, but I could definitely notice a little bit of a sheen, but it's kind of nice because it's not a bunch of shimmers. And the next thing I'm going to be using is the Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay Foundation for every day, and usually when I go out too, I usually leave it to the concealer to really conceal my face. So I'm just going to be adding a bit, and I usually do a little bit darker than my skin because I don't use too much so it doesn't look too dark for my skin, and my face is always lighter than my body, so I do like to match everything. Also, when I do use so little foundation, it hardly looks like I'm wearing any foundation, and it kind of acts almost like a tinted moisturizer, and it just gives my skin a nice tint and a super light coverage. So you guys could put on more if you'd like. Next thing I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Infallible Pro Glow Concealers. I'm using two. One's more of a yellow base and one's more of a pinky base and a lot lighter than this. I only did that because I was trying to find a perfect shade for me. I realized this shade probably would have been okay, but I also did want to add the other one just for a little bit of a brightening factor. I'm using it right now. And at first I didn't know how I liked this concealer because I blended it out and it's not super high coverage, but then I did also realize I'm doing like an everyday glam drugstore makeup, and throughout the day I noticed it made my skin just look really nice and not cakey and just like super light makeup, and it was glowy. It is like a glow concealer, so I do see where it is glowy. But I actually did really like it. So if you don't wear a lot of makeup, I noticed it is also super watery. So you might like it, you might not. I didn't mind it. I think for every day it is nice. Next thing I'm going to grab is this setting powder. I wanted to find a nice setting powder for under the eyes. This wasn't cakey, it didn't build up. It set my under eyes, it didn't crease. So I think this is a good drugstore setting powder. I haven't tried Flashback, so I don't know how that is, unfortunately. But if you're not taking photos, I mean, you could always buy it, try it out, and then use it when you're not taking flash photography. But other than that, no creases, no cakiness, and it kept my under eyes set all day. Next, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Pro Glow Longwear powder. What was really cool is there's two sections. It was like a shimmery section and just a matte section. You mix it together and it makes your face kind of glowy. I didn't notice really any of the glowiness. It's just like a regular powder to me, but I mean, a powder is a powder to me. I don't really notice a huge difference between high-end and low-end powders. Next, I'm going to be using the Sigma bronzer. I've used this bronzer before, and before I didn't like it too much because I felt like it was super red on me. It just made my face look almost a little bit burnt. Not really orange, but just a little bit burnt. But the second time of me trying it today, I didn't mind it. I thought it looked okay. And it just made me look bronzed, and it didn't make me look too red. So I do like this for everyday drugstore bronzer. And what I always do every day is I put just a bit of the setting powder under my bronzer and also either side of my nose. I just do this to clean up the bronzer. You don't need this every day because it is just added time. You could just be a little bit more careful with your bronzer. I am not. Same with the setting powder and also powder on top. You can just use one of them and like blend it out. I was just taking an extra step just in case you guys wanted to do that. It's totally up to you. It's your everyday makeup look, and it depends how much time you have in the morning. So do whatever works for you guys. And the next thing I'm going to be using is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Blush Palette. I have always loved this palette because it's so versatile. There's so many different shades. You can use it for eyeshadow, blush. I think there's highlighting shades in there. And I just took the two shades that I showed you, and it gives you a nice little peachy pink blush. I always like a lot of blush on me. I just think it makes people look more youthful, and it's just a pretty color. Next, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. And you guys know I love these highlighters because they're drugstore, so they're affordable, and it's super metallic. In my opinion, I think it's comparable to the Becca Cosmetics one, and it's probably like a third of the price or something. So I would definitely recommend getting these, and the pan is huge, so you're going to be getting a lot out of it. I usually use shade 100, but today I just decided I would try this one, and it's more of a rosy kind of look. And I also put that down my nose. I don't like it on the tip of my nose because I think it looks oily when people do that. No offense. But I like to put it just down the center of my nose, top of my lip, and between my eyes. Next, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal setting spray. I usually like to set my face now because then it doesn't destroy my eyebrows or eyeshadow. And it also breaks down all the powders, makes it look more natural and glowy. So glamorous, slow motion spray. But yeah, that's why I like using that. And it also sets your face. Next, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. When I'm doing an everyday eyebrow, I don't like to completely fill it in. What I'm doing right now is just a few strokes in the beginning of my eyebrow, so it just looks like natural hairlines. And this is a brand new eyebrow pencil, so it has a really sharp edge, which is perfect because it gives you super thin eyebrow lines. On this eyebrow specifically, I do it a tiny bit in the end as well, just because my eyebrows are a little bit sparse there. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my absolute favorite products. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Brow Fiber Eyebrow Stuff. I'm in shade Blonde. It literally transforms your eyebrows in the matter of seconds. I am not kidding you. I use this product every single day, whether I'm going out or it's just an everyday thing. I just quickly brush it on. It takes no time at all, and it's just such an amazing product. My eyebrows look so much more full. It adds color to them, and it holds them. So a win-win-win, I would say. And this palette is not only beautiful, but it is so versatile. I'm going to be using the shade on the left side, the third one down. It is just perfect for an everyday makeup look because it's just such a beautiful warm tone brown that's light, and then I'm using this gold shade. On the right side, there's lots of darker and cool tone shades, so you can use that for going out. And in the middle, there's so many highlighter shades that you could use on your face. So perfect for travel and just every day and even night out. And right now I'm adding a little bit of the lilac color and putting it on my lower lash line. I didn't want it to be blinding because I kind of wanted this makeup look to be every day. But this color is perfect if you have brown eyes or if you have blue eyes because it just makes it pop a little bit more. Now I'm going to be using this Champagne Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Eyeliner. It's basically a shimmery, kind of like a shimmery white eyeliner, but it has a little hints of champagne in it. It's nice because it really catches the light when you go outside. I'm putting that in my waterline because I always do this if I'm doing it every day and I have the time to do it because it really just brightens up your eyes. I also brought it a tiny bit down on my lash line in the inner corners and brought it up in the inner corner of my eyelid just because it really draws the light and I thought it was really pretty. Next, I'm going to be curling my eyelashes a bit because my eyelashes naturally stick out dead straight, which sucks. And then I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. I have never used a mascara that separates my lashes so well. I was so pleasantly surprised when I tried it, and I put it through my lashes and it separated them so well, and they made it look so long, so voluminous. I was shocked. I was shooketh. But no, actually guys, this mascara was awesome. I remember when I went to New York and Gigi Hadid basically came out with another version of this mascara with a little primer mascara wand at the end, and she said it was her favorite mascara, and now I know why. This is so awesome. I recommend you guys try this mascara and see how shocked I am with how awesome it looks. But yeah, I'm just going to be applying this mascara, and that's basically going to be done for the eyes, for almost the whole makeup look, but definitely for the eyes. And this is what the eyelashes look at the end. And next I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Stay On Lip Contouring Lip Liner. This is basically, it's a mauve berry lip liner. It's one of the only ones I actually have from the drugstore because I really liked it. If you guys have recommendations for more lip liners from the drugstore that kind of look like Max Spice lip liner, because I'm obsessed with that one, let me know. Next I'm going to be using this NYX Powder Puff Lippie. And I was also very pleasantly surprised by this. First of all, love the color, but besides that, it's so hard to explain the consistency because I've never tried anything like it. I bet there's products out there like this, but you guys have to try it to understand what I mean. It almost, like it says, dries down kind of like a powder, but it doesn't look powdery on your lips. It looks very smooth. It feels so lightweight. Like, I totally forgot I was even wearing lipstick. It didn't even feel like I was, and the color stayed. I don't know, it was so cool. I think you guys should really try out this lippy. It's a nice color and it's just a cool idea. But yeah, that's the end of my makeup tutorial. I hope you guys like this drugstore makeup look. If you did, let me know down below and I'll see you guys in my next video.